The next one is serve to uplift consciousness. So as we do the healing prayers generally as we end meditations, we usually rub our hands and ask Divine Mother, or we state, Divine Mother, you're omnipresent. Manifest thy healing energies in all bodies, minds, and souls. And so when we serve, the mind has the tendency to be outward, and therefore we think we're serving the bodies, or we're serving the physical thing, or we're putting flowers on an altar because flowers are real and the altar needs flowers. But what we're really trying to do is we're trying to use that energy flow to uplift consciousness. And so when we serve people, that's also why the attitude with which we serve is more important than the service, because our attitudes will either be those that uplift people, or they will be those that set a bad example to people. So at any rate, this point is that in our service, it's very, very important to keep our mind and our goal on the fact that we're serving in order to uplift consciousness. Now, if we really have our concentration on the people that we're serving, then we're automatically going to be uplifting our own consciousness. But it's one of those catch-22 things where as soon as we think, oh, I'm uplifting my consciousness by this service, then service descends to the level of merchant service. I'll do this, I get this back, I get uplifted consciousness back, even on the subtle plane, see? So the concentration on our service has to be outward, us as a channel for energy to flow through, but as soon as we look at ourselves as the channel or have desires that we benefit as the channel, then that desire separates us and brings us back into ego. So as we serve, we need to try to serve in such a way that we're concentrated on the people that we're serving or the task that we're serving, and that we're trying to do that in such a way that it uplifts consciousness. So it doesn't have to be a person that we're serving. Every year we have a couple of work days at Ananda Village. In the spring we have one around Rajarsi Janakananda's birthday, Master's most advanced disciple. We call it Rajarsi Day. And maybe 150 people come and we all joyfully serve together. Think over the years, that has built the community. That single yearly day of service has built many of the beautiful things that we see around here. But the concentration is not necessarily on people, but we plant flowers. That uplifts consciousness. We paint buildings. That uplifts consciousness. For the first 5 years, mainly we hauled away junk. That uplifted consciousness. So whatever we're doing, we need to uplift consciousness. And I'll just end this section by saying there's also another kind of service that we can do in order to uplift consciousness. And that is to allow people to serve us. Because the cycle needs to be completed. And so if somebody offers to serve you, or if you're ill or need service, gratefully accept that and accept the desire of other people to serve as Divine Mother trying to help you in whatever need you have, but because she is working through a channel, that channel is going to be uplifted in their consciousness by their service. So we actually serve others by gratefully and thankfully and kindly accepting service. So if somebody wants to give you something, don't push them away. We had somebody here who had that tendency she was trying to carry a big box of I think, papers that had been collated. And somebody came and said, "Oh, that looks kind of heavy. Can I help you?" She said, No, I can do it myself. 2 steps, and she dropped it, and they were all over the ground. And she caught herself. She said, "I need to learn to accept help when it's offered." So that completion of a cycle also helps to uplift consciousness. But the point of this particular section is keep our focus on the upliftment of consciousness, not on the thing itself.